You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Made my mistakes and now, but all I want is love and country.
I I know it was old. I know that was old news, but when they got caught kissing on that John, I was like, boy, listen, what is going down? I couldn't even believe it, right? But I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, the only reason why this thing went all crazy viral is because they panicked. They panicked. When you listen, when in Rome, you gotta act like the Romans. You gotta do what the Romans do. So when you get caught on that Megatron John, just go ahead and act like you're supposed to be there. But y'all dipping off and spitting up like that. Oh no, oh no. That's why y'all got caught up, and that's why y'all went viral. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I wonder how many other people that same night, you know what I'm saying, was probably out there with their little sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? Was like, whoo, that's the bullet. Better them than me. And speaking of sneaky links, right? I hate sausages. I just don't like I just don't like sausages. I'm sorry. I know that was a random thought, okay? But sausage links, okay. Anyway, that was a bad joke. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get right into to the first topic of the day, y'all, right? And it is are you single or are you just a backup plan? Now, I can't even front y'all. I've been a backup plan. I've been the side dude that man, that's not want to get serious. So, and I had no problem being the backup plan. But it comes a point. There comes man, a point where though that even the guy that is on the bench, oh, he want to become a starter. He want to get in the game. You know what I'm saying? He want to get more minutes. He want to become a starter. And I was I was at that point, right, where I wanted to become a starter. I'm like, I'm tired of coming off the bench, coach. You know what I'm saying, put me in the game for real, for real. Let me start. I can run this. Until I realized that what the starting position came with, right? So now, of course, with me being a side dude, right, coming off the bench, I didn't have to worry about much. Maybe hang out, maybe go get something to eat, go, drinks or whatever, and then we knocking boots, right? But with the main, right? Oh man, that came with a whole lot more. That came with the maintenance, man, with the taking care of her, the kids, and you know, the bills and all that other stuff. So that I was cool on. So I realized, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna sit my black ass right over here on this bench where I belong. You know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna let the starters start. I'm saying I'm gonna let the shooters shoot. Okay, my man, Lil T3 say what's up, man. He said he was the starter all. He been the starter all your life. I ain't mad at you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You've been a starter all your life. So now it's funny, right? Because signs that you're just on the bench until the starters come back, right? Speaking of the in case of emergency relationship and why people settle for it. Now, how many people are in relationships right now just because of the comfort? You mean just because they're comfortable? You mean settling, but they're not happy. Can you be comfortable and happy at the same time? Right, most of the time, but you have to realize though that but go through that season of uncomfortability to get to your happiness though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, like to dip without taking on responsibilities. Yeah. Oh, he said, I like to dip without taking on. Yes, you're right. Let me slow down. He said, I like to dip without taking on responsibilities. You are right, sir. I have been guilty of that. Now, one thing about me and being on this joint right here, I am transparent. All right, I ain't gonna fake the funk. You dig? Like, man, I'm gonna talk about my mistakes, my faults, my blunders and fuck ups. You dig? Just like I'm going to celebrate, man, my good. So now a fun example, right, y'all? If y'all only link when their Wi-Fi is down, you the hotspot, not the soulmate. Okay. Don't let somebody treat you like a part-time snack when you the full-course meal. Ladies, don't let them treat you like a part-time snack. Now, there are some ladies out here that is cool with just being a part-time snack. All right. And so I'm not talking to you, but there are some women out here that want to be the full-course meal. And you want to be the full-course meal, but you're getting treated like a part-time snack, then you might want to reevaluate your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Go fuck with the fat nigga that's really trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny though, right? So my man that I'm conversating with right now, man, he's been married for quite a few years now. I think like 13 years, something like that. Anyway, it's been a long time, 13 years with the same woman, same bed, same box. Hats off to you, my guy. Hats off to you. They say that's what marriage is. Man, that's when you locked in and all that other stuff. Ah, man, that's, ooh, Lord, help me, Father. Okay, because, oh man, and I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. All right, because I know that's what marriage comes with. But yeah, I'm gonna need you on that one, Lord, to, you know what I'm saying, man, to see me through that, to walk me down that aisle right there. Oh yeah, without a doubt, the Lord he's gonna be with us all the way. Okay. Because going down that way, my own is gonna be a little difficult. Just because for those who've been following me, you already know how I feel about marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I want to do sometime down the line, but I only want to do it once. I don't want to fall into the traps of getting married for the wrong reasons. Getting and there are a plethora of reasons not to get married, but people do anyway. But what is a good reason to get married? Is it love? Like, is that the main reason to get married? Love, finances? I think it's a plethora of things. I don't think that they should get married for just one thing, because if that one thing is gone, then what happens, right? But anyway, man, that's just my my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, that's just my opinion on that there. So now I'm about to take a quick little commercial break, y'all. All right. Stay tuned. I got, how we say, man, gotta pay some bills. But y'all know what it is, though, man. It's your boy Rocca, aka Dame Finay. This is Hit 92.3 Atlanta, y'all. This is relationship advice from a single guy.
The Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke. Every Wednesday is Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P-Joe. Not to mention, we got the host with the most, Kels. We got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items, looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.
Welcome back, y'all. This is your boy Rocca, aka Dame Finay, and this is Hit 923 Atlanta. And this is relationship advice from a single guy. And so now, y'all, I want to ask, and I don't even want to ask. This is more of a statement here, and I hope that my women are listening. The women in the back, I hope you're listening too. Okay, and do men really like peace or just silence? Right. And this was something that I want to talk about a few weeks ago, because sometimes men just want to be alone. And I'm gonna speak about myself, right? Sometimes I just want to be alone. Sometimes I don't want to be bothered, and it's not that I'm with somebody else or none of that. I want to be by myself, doing nothing, whether I'm doing nothing, whether I'm watching Sports Center or playing a game or whatever it is that I'm doing. I just don't want to be bothered. And there's no knock on nobody else. That's just, man, that's just how it would be sometimes. Now, the difference between peaceful and just being called out, right? Now, some men confuse being unbothered with being emotionally unavailable. Ladies, please know the difference. Please know the difference, okay? Once again, man, you could have some men that, like I said, just don't want to be bothered sometimes, but then you got some men that don't want to be bothered at all because they are emotionally unavailable. They done already checked out. You feel me? You say I had to meet someone around me to get on their nerves. Oh, I have to have somebody around me. Oh, yeah, facts. Definitely. Well, I mean, you can't tell me, T-Man, that you ain't never got on your own nerves, brother. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know you. I'm sure you got on your own nerves, okay? So now, my rant, right? Rocca's rant. Some of y'all say that y'all want peace, but really just want a woman who don't question you when you go ghost for 3 days. I'm talking to the men. Y'all say that y'all want peace, right? But really, you want a woman who's not going to question you when you go ghost after 3 days. Now, obviously, there is no excuse and no exception for ghosting somebody in 2025. We grown, say how you feel how you say, and keep it moving. But yes, fellas will definitely use the, man, I want to be alone thing, or I need time by myself to go kick it with another female. Ladies, know your man though. Know your man. Honestly, if you got a man that's lying to you about you, man, spending time with another woman, then you got the wrong man. For real. That's the bottom line. And if you have to question that, then you might want to reevaluate your relationship. You feel me? Um if your man is always at peace, you're probably sleeping at his mama's house. I like my peace. I really do. I appreciate it. And I went from uh you know I stayed with a woman, then I went and got my own place. While man, even if we are, you mean like even still being cool, cordial, still kicking it, they dating the whole night, whatever you want to call it, right? But having that peace of mind, having that peace of your own, it ain't nothing like it, especially as a man. And women will never understand it, and it ain't for y'all to understand because y'all ain't a man. Y'all wasn't born with twigs and berries. You know what I mean? So, but let me ask y'all this though, right? And I'm wondering, why do people who want love the most stay single the longest? And I'm probably talking to myself. I'm talking, man, my inner self, because everybody want a little love now. You know what I'm saying? But why is that though, y'all? Why is that? Are high standards keeping you safe or keeping you single? Ladies, are the high standards keeping you safe or keeping you single? I'm just saying though. It's a lot going on nowadays about everything that women want from men to do and all this blah 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 blah. I ain't even gonna get into all of that because it's ridiculous to me, for real, for real. But I'm not saying don't have. I'm not saying that you should not have high standards. But ask yourself though: are your high standards keeping you safe or keeping you single? Um, and I know this one right here for to be true myself, right? That self-sabotage disguised as just protecting my peace. Once again, people will self-sabotage, right? And it's disguised as just protecting my peace. I got a homegirl who says that all the time, protecting my peace. And I think a lot of times she shoots herself with her own gun. But I'm just gonna leave that there. Do with it what you may. Okay. Now you say that you're looking for the right one, but you treat the decent ones like a spam call. I'm just saying though, and I'm gonna let that settle for a hot second. I'm gonna let that sizzle on the plate for those in the background because sometimes I talk a little fast and people they don't always be getting what I'm talking about. They don't always pick up what I'm putting down. They don't always smell what I'm stepping in. Okay. But once again, you say that you're waiting for the right one, but why you overlook the ones that are decent though. And that just comes with having the ultra high standards, and you letting a good man walk right on past you, and then after a while you just be like fuck it, and now you just settle for bottom of the barrel, and you getting done dirty. I'm just saying. Um, Sometimes the problem is not the dating pool; it's your swimming skills. Let that sink in, ladies, gentlemen. Let that sink in. Now, most of the time, it's the ladies that's saying that the dating pool is tainted. You know what I'm saying? The dating pool is trashed. All right, well, find another pool. Get your swimming skills up, baby. Okay, get you a couple floaties. All right. So now let me ask y'all, right? Oh no, hold on. That's what it was. I wanted to have a little intermission, right? So a quick little intermission, man. We gonna play a game. Truth. What is it called? Truth or trash? Truth or trash. And man, this is just Rocca's take on truth or dare. Okay. And so I'll say a couple Jones and I'll let y'all know whether or not I feel as though it's truth or it's trash. Okay. Let me take a little sip of this aguita right here. Little aguita. All right. So if they wanted to, they would. That's truth. Love is not enough. That's truth. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Fuck. Damn it, man. I really want to say that's trash because I've been a cheater and I don't plan on cheating on my wife if I ever get married with a capital IF. But so I don't want to say always a cheater. You know what I mean, because a person could have cheated once, but if you are a cheater, yes, you know what? I gotta go with that. If you're a cheater, you're always gonna be a cheater. A tiger can't change his goddamn stripes. You know what I mean? But if you have cheated in the past, then man, that doesn't make you a cheater. All right, you could have slipped up. A woman should never make the first move. Trash. Women, y'all should be making the first moves. Help us out, okay? You shouldn't move in together before marriage. Trash. I'm sorry, y'all. This is not the 1600s, all right? I need to know what I'm working with beforehand, okay? Before we even go through all of that, no, sorry, Bob. I need to know what we be working with. Men fall in love faster than women. I'm gonna say overall trash. I'm gonna say trash. I'm gonna say women. Majority of the women. I'm gonna give it 60-40 women's way. Sex will fix a broken relationship. Trash. Sex is like putting a Band-Aid on it's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. You know what I'm saying? Like, or bandaging it up though without actually treating the wound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, sex is good for that moment. But once it's over, you still have the broken relationship. So that's trash. You can't be friends with your ex. That's trash. I'm friends with most of my exes. People only change for the person they really want. That's truth. And timing has to do with it as well, though. Timing plays a huge part in that. Social media ruins more relationships than cheating. I'm gonna have to say truth. I mean, but also social media has opened the door to more cheating. I mean, that's just what it is, though. Social media has. I'm not gonna say that it's glorified it, but it's made it. It's made it easier for people to cheat. Women's DMs is all flooded. Guys are flooding DMs. You know what I mean? So, definitely social media has played a big part when it comes to infidelity nowadays. I'm trying to think if I ever bagged anybody off of sliding in their DM. Nah, I haven't. I've slid in a couple DMs, but I've struck out every time. You know what I'm saying? I've never been successful. But yeah, so now listen, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and I want to get into the Rocca's rant. All right, and I want to talk about what I'm mad at. I want to talk about what I'm mad about right now, y'all. Okay, I want to talk about what I'm mad about right now, and this has nothing to do with relationship shit. This has to do with me. Okay, so we are in the middle of production for the film Good Cookies, and our main character, our lead character, Cookie, the one she's got the leading role. We have decided that we have to go in a different direction now, which obviously halts the production. But why do we have to go in a different direction? Is why I'm talking about this on Rocca's Rants. And that is because, so now y'all tell me if I'm wrong, okay? And I probably should be airing this shit out, but it is what it is though. So she goes, her birthday was I think Monday or whatever. So she goes out of town for her birthday and she buys a bunch of stuff, right? Freaking she was supposed to be getting, hold on, because I'm getting all twisted because I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me give y'all the short version, okay? So the short version is we sent her some money for a hairstyle that we seen on her page that we wanted her to go with on the script. So we sent her some money. She got the bread, and then she seen another another wig or the sewing or something. I don't know what it was, but we sent her three. Everything costed like $550. So she wanted us to send her another 2.5. And we let her know, I'm sorry, that's outside of the budget. You know what I'm saying? She like, all right, well, it's cool. I'll y'all can just she like, I'll pay for it, and then y'all just pay me back once we start filming, you know, man, on my day rate, y'all gonna just take the money out of that. Be like, all right, cool. So then once we send her the contract, she's not happy with the terms. She wants to change the terms up. She and now mind you, the film is an erotic film, and so she does not want to be exposed. Even though she said she quote unquote read the script, and if you read the script, you know what's going down, what she agreed to. But now she's like, nah, I don't want to do all of that. I don't want to do all of that. And so, and for me, I can only respect it. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I'm just gonna go in a different direction. You know, if this is not what you want to do, no hard feelings, but just go in a different direction. So now here's where things go left, and this is why I'm ranting. I'm not ranting because we have to go a different direction. Because you know, when it comes to the film and all this other stuff, shit happens. People come, people go. But I'm ranting because she sends me a message today saying that over the weekend she spent $950 on getting ready for the film that we were supposed to be filming on Thursday. And when we told her that we're going a different direction, she's like, well, I need to be reimbursed for the $950 that I spent getting ready for this film. Now, where my issue lies is that money that she spent, man, she just had a birthday. That money that she spent was money that she was going to spend anyway for her birthday. Because of the fact that, you know, man, we decided to go a different direction. She's like, nah, I ain't with that. So now she wants to be reimbursed. So the 950 out of the question. So now she even wants to be reimbursed for the 550, John, right? And so we like, nah, listen, you can just keep the 300 that we gave you originally, and we're not gonna seek that back. But anyway, man, that's my rant, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm right, I'm wrong, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. But yeah, I just didn't think that reimbursing her the $950, you know, because she decided to go, man, do all of that stuff for a quote unquote film, but that was her birthday weekend. So I felt as though that she's gonna be doing that anyway for her birthday. But yeah, so that's what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all, I'm about to take a quick little commercial break. Once I come back, y'all, man, we're going to play a little Would You Rather. We're going to talk about our last two subject matters, the lie we all tell, why we're not looking for anything serious, and then also, can you be toxic and still be a good person? So stay tuned, y'all. Don't go nowhere, man. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back, man. It's your boy Rocca, aka Dame Fanay, and this relationship advice from a single guy. Hits 92.3 Atlanta.
Have you had any good cookies lately? Well, check out this erotic novel by best-selling author
No need to fear, Killer Beats is here.
I don't know how I got every shit in the air. Damn, he's here for shit. What the hell am I gonna do? That's what I get, man. I'm gonna love my best friend's wife. Before you get pissed, let me explain this. How me and my best friend fell in love with the same chick. See, I seen her first while we was walking through the mall. I stopped to buy a drink, he went and hollered at the girl. That's when he got her number and called it the same night. About a year later, now he calls her his wife. I was the best man, but this should have been me to put that ring on her left hand. Damn, now I'm tripping and I'm wishing that it was me instead of him getting the kisses and hugs. I try to play it cool whenever she come around. I can see why my best friend wanted to settle down. Ain't gotta tell me, I know it ain't right. I'm in love with my best friend's wife. He questioned why we texting in the middle of the night. But at least I ain't give her the pipe, well, not yet. Hey, ain't gotta tell me, I know it ain't right. That I'm in love with my best friend's wife. He questioned why we texting in the middle of the night. But at least I ain't give her the pipe, well, not yet. One night I was at the crib sleeping. Shorty came over cause her and her man was beefing. She was crying, said I think my husband cheating. We had a fight last week, since then we ain't been speaking. It's Monday and I ain't seen him all weekend. This women's intuition cause I know that he been creeping. I know what's going on, but it'll crush your world if I told her that her man's fucking another girl. But that's my best friend, so I gotta keep it secret. But it's hard cause I'm the one that she should really be with. She gave me a hug and kissed me on my neck. My head was saying no, but my heart was screaming yes. Ain't gotta tell me, I know it ain't right. I'm in love with my best friend's wife. He questioned why we texting in the middle of the night. But at least I ain't give her the pipe, well, not yet. Hey, ain't gotta tell me, I know it ain't right. That I'm in love with my best friend's wife. He questioned why we texting in the middle of the night. But at least I ain't give her the pipe, well, not yet. Wait, what am I doing? Man, this my best friend. I can't do it, no ifs, ands, or questions. I tried to push her back, but she just held me tighter. Gave me a French kiss, her tongue tasted like apple cider. She pushed me on the couch, straddled my lap. Started playing with my balls and grabbing my bat. As a matter of fact, I started squeezing her breast. Thinking, damn, this is wrong, I'm so weak in the flesh. I wasn't freaking her yet, wish we was right on that couch. She got down on her knees, put me right in her mouth. That's what I'm talking about. Until my best friend used the spare key and he walked in the house. Damn.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? What's going on, my peoples? What's going on? I am back. It's your boy Rocca, aka Dame Fanay. This is basically advice from a single guy. We on Hit 92.3 Atlanta, y'all. And so I just want to say, man, it feels good though. It feels good. It feels good. Shout out Miss J. I did not know that Miss J was people me, y'all. Oh my god, look at my beard. I need a shave. Shout out Miss J though. Miss J, you know, man, checking me out, following along in the whole nine, rocking with us. You dig? So, yeah. So, the next topic, y'all, is the lie that we all tell. You know, the I'm not looking for nothing serious. That lie right there. You know, remember the player's anthem or the loneliest person's defense mechanism. Why do people lie to themselves first? Oh, now this joint right here, kind of hitting home for myself. You know, because I'm the type of dude that when if I'm dealing with somebody, as soon as I start feeling some type of feelings, I start backing up. I start backing away. Because I automatically associate the feelings to, oh, heartbreak is next. Something's gonna happen, man. So I start backing away as soon as I get them feelings. So I think that's one of the lies that I'm telling myself, or maybe using it as a defense mechanism, that I'm not looking for anything serious. Um, I remember before my mom passed away, she told me, she said, well, she said a couple things. One thing she used to always say was, "Dewan, women gonna be the death of you." That's what she used to say. But one of the things that she told me before she passed away, when she still had a voice to talk, and my mom used to talk that shit. Trust me. She said, you won't reach the levels of success that you hope to reach until you find your Michelle. And that shit hit home, right? And what she meant by Michelle, because I always say that Barack wouldn't be Barack without Michelle. Barack would not be in the position that he's in without Michelle. Behind every strong black man is a strong black woman as his backbone. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I truly do. And so for me, and for any man that is out here and, confessing to be single, just know, gentlemen, and yourself, Mr. Frazier, just know that we were not created to be alone. Everybody has a pair. All God's creations were made in pairs. So just know that we weren't meant to be alone. Okay. The If you're bringing them food, cuddling, meeting their dog, and watching Netflix without the chill, oh, you looking for something. You looking for something for real, for real. If you're doing couple stuff with a situation shit, y'all in the confusation shit. I call that a real relationship. That's what I call that, right? That's when I'm doing things and I have been infamous for this. Doing relationship things, right? Doing relationship things, but not wanting to be in a relationship. Though I'm doing relationship shit though, you know. I'm talking about like even down to the being the little spoon or the big spoon, either one, right? But but still not wanting to be in a relationship, but doing relationship shit though. That's called a real relationship. A real relationship. And it's confusing as a motherfucker. It's confusing as hell for both parties. For both parties involved, that shit is hella confusing, B. Straight up and down. Um I think that one of the things that we need to be gentlemen, and I'm talking to my fellas. Hold on, let me take my hat off. Let me take my glasses off so that y'all know that I'm serious, okay? Let my bald head shine. Gentlemen, I'm talking to y'all in the back, okay? Damn. Don't know that. I forgot what I was about to say. God damn it. Hold on. It's gonna come back to me. Oh, hold on, man. I was about to say, what I was about to say? Yes. Hold on. Gentlemen, be honest. Be intentional. I promise y'all, man, it's gonna save you a whole hell of a lot of heartache, headache, and another hell. Okay? By just being honest. All right? Be intentional. Last but not least, y'all, we're going to talk about, can you be toxic and still be a good person? You're looking at him. Okay? You're looking at him. Hello. I think that, I mean, I grade my own papers. Okay, yes, I do. I grade my own papers, and I give myself an A every time. Okay, and so in other words, I'm saying that yes, I think that I'm a good person. Um, do I think I'm toxic? I think that I have some toxicity in me. I do some toxic shit without a doubt. I just talked about how doing relationship shit, but not wanting to be in a relationship is toxic as hell. But I feel as though that I'm still a good person. I'm good to the, whatever woman that I'm with, I'm good to her. I'm good to people. But unfortunately, like I said, I have done some toxic things. Everybody got a little bit of toxic in them, though. Everybody do. What's the line? What's that line? You might not be the villain, but you ain't innocent either. Okay, I'm just saying. Everybody got a little toxicity in them, though. So don't be looking at me like I'm just the bad guy. Okay. So yes, I ghosted her, but I did it politely. I sent a "I hope you're good" text a week later. That was just a serious joke. All right, that's just a serious joke. But listen though, being a good person don't mean that you ain't never did somebody dirty. Okay, because we are not. None of us here is without sin. All right, everybody has done some type of dirt, but that does not mean that you're a dirt bag. It doesn't mean that that you're a dirty person. It doesn't mean that you're not a good person because you've done something dirty. You know. But it's when you do dirt though that make you a dirt bag, Dan. Okay, but we ain't gonna get into all of that. I do want to uh remind everybody to make sure that y'all tune in every week 6 p.m. Next week I oh yeah, my man said, and be honest with yourself. That's right, Big Red. And be honest with yourself. I agree 1,000%. Next week, y'all, I'm going to be back. I'm gonna have a whole different look. Y'all might want to stay tuned, y'all. Okay, and I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I'm gonna let y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm getting me one of the lace fronts, like one of the wave lace fronts for the guys. Have y'all seen them? Oh, don't worry. If you ain't seen them, check me out next week. You're going to see mine. Okay? Waves going to be spinning. Yo, look, I'm bald-headed right now. Watch me next week. Waves going to be on fleek. Okay? And I want to end it off real quick like y'all with the truth or trash. If your partner really loves you, they'll never find anyone else attractive. Trash. Unless he ain't got no eyeballs. Okay? Unless he ain't got no eyeballs, all right? Doesn't mean that he has to act on his lustfulness. You don't have the lust to look, okay? If he's broke, he shouldn't be dating. Had to take a sip for that, y'all. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Hats off to him. Hats off to him. I mean, but I think that it's not what you say; it's how you say it. I mean, so I definitely think that man, you can go about it a certain way. Now, for her to record him and put him on blast, that shit ain't do nothing but put her own self on blast. You know what I'm saying? That shit backfired like a mug on her. For real, for real. If she posts a thirst trap, she's looking for attention. True. Real men don't cry. Trash. It's okay to go through their phone if you're suspicious. Trash. Just leave. You can fall in love with someone you've never met in person. Whew. I'm gonna say true, right? Because if you fall in love with somebody that you never met in person, that means that you've taken the time to get to know them. If you've fallen in love with them as a person, Couples who argue a lot love each other more. It's fucking trash. Long distance relationships don't work. For me, they don't. It's true for me, but trash for some. Marriage is just a piece of paper. Whew. True for some. Trash for me, because marriage is something that I take sacred. I hold to a very high regard. That's why I've never been married. I'm only going to do it one time. The one who cares less holds the power. God damn. Woo. Shit. I'm gonna have to say trash. I think the one who holds the power is the one who's aware. For real, for real. But with that being said, y'all, man, that is my show. I thank y'all very much for rocking with me. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for allowing me to vent and to rant. Okay. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Young Vest, what's up, my man? He said you got my glasses on today. Yeah. You know, man, I'm trying to look astute today. Okay. I'm trying to look astute. All right. Even using big words like astute. But once again, man, thank y'all for rocking with your boy, man. You know, man, I truly enjoy this. As I'm telling my peoples, man, being here every week, man, this shit is therapeutic for me. You dig? So I thank y'all for rocking out with your boy. And I see y'all next week with my new hairdo. It's going down. All right. It's your boy Rocca, aka Dame Finay. This is Hits 92.3 Atlanta, y'all. We on relationship advice from a single guy.
No, I'm not perfect. No, I made my mistake.